Green Bee Creations. Thanks for joining me for What's New Wednesday. This is where, I talk about anything new that's happening in the shop, and we go through some of the new additions to the shop this week. So, it's warm in the shop. It's pretty darn stuffy in here. Okay, all right. So, first thing, let's deal with announcements. Next week, from Wednesday, June 12th to the end of Saturday, June 15th, furniture, all pieces of furniture, everything in the furniture category. Somehow I think there's about 60, 65 things listed in there, are all 20% off. So rarely does the furniture go on sale just because I price it so low to begin with. But this is one of the times, because we do this annually for my birthday. My birthday's a little bit later, but it kind of falls midweek. So we're doing my birthday celebrating that weekend. So I feel like this is the lead into that. Classes. We just had our Pebble Art class, which was a big hit. People seem to really enjoy it. We've done a couple of changes to the description. So just working, this is my first time working with a teacher outside of me, teacher that's non-me. So I was able to give a bunch of feedback in terms of my expectations for the shop. So we did a trial run. So we've done some modifications for it, which I think is definitely on the plus side for attendees. I know there was a number of you that wanted to attend and couldn't. So I do have that booked in already for September. So that's the first one that I have, I think September 7th or something. So early September. The price point is less. So there's a lot of positive things. People really enjoyed the class, but I listened to a lot of their feedback. I spoke with the instructor, Leslie. She's looking forward to coming back. So I've got that booked for September. I'm not looking to do formal classes in July and August. I think that it would be difficult to fill classes with people on summer holidays or wanting to spend their Saturdays enjoying the good weather and things like that. So we'll start up again in September, but I am just putting the finishing touches on a needle felted gnome class. So we'll be doing the Pebble Art class at the beginning, early September. We'll do the needle felted gnome class toward the end of September. And I will be putting that up onto the site, I would say within the next 3-4 days. Obviously tons of time because September is not for a while yet, but again, with all classes, it's first come, first served, and you can go ahead and jump right on it if you wanted to make sure that you were in the class. We do have one more class coming up, which is on the 22nd, Saturday, the 22nd of this month, which is the stamping and painting of the bags. So we'll be doing a big tote bag. We'll be doing some of the smaller drawstring bags. And so it means we'll be learning about masking with stamps, and we'll do some of the painting, and it's just a lot of fun, just even in terms of you get to design it yourself and however you want. So we've got that one coming up this month. There's still a couple of spots for it. I don't know how many. Can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a long day. But couple is meaning at least 2. So there's a couple of spots available for the 22nd. So if you're looking for something to do and you're available, come join us then.
Helen Patterson is watching.
Or you're pointing up. So yeah. On Facebook. Hi, Helen. Okay, I think that's it. Let's jump in with some of the videos and stuff. I have been swamped with my youngest. The last one at home is moving out. So
Not that young.
Yeah, he's not that young, but he's our youngest, so that counts. So the last one that's been hanging out at home, he's leaving on the 15th. So I have been doing a whack of painting in here and getting furniture all ready for him to be able to take with him and move out and have it look like an adult lives there rather than a dorm. So it's been particularly busy. I am not done yet, but I am much closer. I've gotten 4 pieces done. I've recovered the chairs for the dining room set. I still have to do the dining room chair table, the chairs, and his bed, his headboard. So I'm close. I'm close, but it's been crazy in trying to do videos. So if I seem like I can't remember what my videos are, it's because I can't remember what my videos are. Mondays was a thrift flip. Today's video was, I don't know if you caught today's video or not, but it was just, I buy wooden spoons, right? Because you can't really get plastic spoons anymore. So I get them from the dollar store, and I happen to have, so I was using them as coffee stirrers and that kind of thing. And then you probably see me on videos. I'm using them to scoop out paint and things like that. So I use them a lot in the shop. I dropped a container on my desk, and the spoons kind of went in a spiral. So that's what kind of inspired this video, which is today's video, which is all about doing the wooden spoons. And one of the things, so as much as I did it with florals, one of the things that I mentioned, this is a great craft with kids, but then you don't have to do florals with it. You could do turn it into a sun, turn it into a sunflower, because you could paint out all of your spoons. You could turn this, put in a face, a lion's face. So then this becomes a lion and his big mane. So if you're doing it with kids, there's a lot of fun alternatives. And again, you're just using some dollar store material, which is perfect. Monday, we were doing a quick little thrift flip because I had a number of items that would work for outdoors. One of which is this big, and it goes this way. So we finished this off and cleaned it all up. It opens from the top, so you can easily drop in a plant. It's got a little door to open as well, but you could use plants and candles and all kinds of things. $18 for this. It does have the little bar across the bottom if you needed to have something that was sitting up and perched in there. But just, you know what, it's just really a cute little piece of decor for outside. It does have the hook if you wanted to hang it. It is large and oversized, so that although it's not particularly heavy, it does mean it's going to be in a big box if you wanted it shipped. So don't be surprised if shipping costs were crazy, because it's going to go into an oversized box. So if you can pick up, that's the way to go for that one. We also fixed up this little guy. Now, it was really dark and very dirty looking. I loved the rusted patina on all of this wire metal. So we cleaned it up and aged it a little bit so it fit in with that. And as much as this has, you know, the holes to be able to hang it on a wall or on a fence, which perfect to hang some plants coming out of it. And I think this is super cute with you know, some hanging plants in it. So this is $9 on the site. I love the thought of putting in a dish and turning it into a bird feeder. So, you know, you've got a little place for the birds to be able to roost, for them to be able to land and to be able to get their seed out of that. Just kind of a cute thing. And if you love taking pictures of the birds that are at the feeder, then it makes a really cute, lovely little rustic background for that too. We also, let me just see this guy. We also did a cleanup of this. Now, the roof on this is everything. It's got kind of this coppery sort of aged rustic patina going on it. It was in kind of a green. We added some red and some cream to it to be able to perk it up a little bit. It's $12 on the site, but this is a perfect time to just kind of decorate with little bird houses. Whether or not you actually expect a bird to roost in there or not is kind of beside the point. So we've got that birdhouse, but we also have this little resin birdhouse, kind of in the shape of this little teapot with faith across the bottom. This one has an opening in the bottom so that one, you could have birds roosting in there, and then when they've moved on, you can empty it out, clean it out easily. You could pop in a little faux candle, perhaps like one of the little faux tea lights in there if you wanted to have it just glowing out the front during the evening when you're sitting outside. So that one's super cute. And again, resin, no problem with it sitting outside. The other one that we have in the website is this pale gray Ray Dunn. It too has the entrance, the plug on the bottom to be able to clean out as needed. This one's $12 and says fly across it. So just a super cute one, good as a little decor element, but also fully functional to be able to hang outside if you choose to, and you've got access to be able to clean it out if need be. So those are cute little elements. I'm just going to go over to the left here because I've got a couple of big heavy things and I'm just going to just deal with them now. All right. So this is a platter and bowl set. So this is from Clay Arts. It is an Aegean mosaic fish. So you've got the entire big platter and you've got the little fish. So whether you're doing, a dip with chips or, on like Filipino egg rolls and your sauce here, or nice little spring rolls with your sweet chili sauce. The set is $16. And that one's super cute. This one, oh my God, next one is super heavy. This guy, this is a cotton and jute rug. So you've got cotton cording and you've got the different jute cords in different colors, all shades of blue. This is on the site for $35 with the jute tassels. That's nice and substantial. Okay, this guy. All right. This is like, I think I called him Father Nature because, he's obviously not Mother Nature. This is solid concrete, cement, concrete. What's the difference? Concrete has stones.
You always ask that.
I ask that every time. You'd think that I would look that up. Okay, I'm going with cement. Now, it does have a metal hanging bar, so you can hang it if you choose. He's solid. So he's in aged blue tones. He's got some gold accenting. He's got a number of different color washes on him. Very solid. So as much as you could hang him,
scare the birds away.
You could do that. I love this guy. I love him nestled into like your flower beds or at the base of, like in our vegetable garden, scare off some of the animals that are already decimating my young plants, but nestled in amongst your flowers or at the base of a big tree, or just as a lovely kind of decorative piece. He's very detailed, really nicely done in shades of different taupes and grays and blues, specifically bohemian blue, which is awesome, and then the gold accenting. And he's 28. All right, and I gotta tell you folks, you're not gonna want that. Lord, that's heavy. You're not gonna want to ship that. I don't want to ship that. Don't make me ship that. But if you're local, I love him. He's great. Okay, moving on. We have this. So this is black with some copper detailing. It's like, I think I said birds on a tree jewelry holder. It's like birds on a branch or whatever. So lovely jewelry holder. It's got a cast iron base, so it's nice and substantial. for $16. But I love the little touches of the copper on that. It just makes a nice, it just kind of brings out the details of it, even like some of the aspects on the leaves and things. This little pottery tea light, let me get the tea light out of it. I don't know if you can see, I don't think the lighting, oh, maybe that way the lighting showing the variation in the glazing and the blues and the drip glaze that's happening. This is actually a Redware pottery floral tea light holder. This is from 10,000 Villages for $8.50. And I think I have the original box for that too, actually. So it'll come boxed. So there you go. I love this. So this is just a miniature version of the big old English mixing pouring bowls. Just a super cute variation. Lovely blue color for $6.50. That's a me thing. And then we have this pristine condition sugar and creamer, and it's got variation in the patterning. This is from 222 Fifth, and this is in the pattern Silk Road. And it's got the covered sugar, no chips, cracks, crazing, nothing. It's an awesome condition for $11 for the set. I've got a couple of Mexican pieces tonight. This one is a large tonala hand-painted Mexican pottery bird. So unlike sometimes where they're in really colorful, this one's done in just lovely muted kind of color tones and details. It's $14. I saw one like this on eBay for 32, I think. So a deal at 14. I'll probably end up listing it on Etsy. This is like, there's a lot of people that collect the Tonala pottery. So they're a real collector's item. See if you'll stay there. And just because it seems to be the night for ribbed pottery pours, this is a little set of 3 measuring cups. So you get the 1 cup, half cup, quarter cup. They're all in the same little measuring cup. They've got the cup measures and also the fluid ounce measures for this. And the set of 3 is $6.50. And then this. Okay. So I know that I've sold a number of the glass domed butter keepers. And I think I have another one in the shop. This one I love. Okay, so this one's $8, but here's the difference. Look at how tall that edge is. A lot of them have an edge half that height. So if you're looking at having butter in there, you've got substantially more butter that's in there. And I love the depth of that. The other option with this is that I really think it's the size of a Boursin cheese.
Yeah.
So I think, like, again, if you're going to be outside, then you're able to have like a Boursin cheese in, you're able to use the lid to keep the flies off. So just know, like, there's other uses. Even if you were doing like a little dip, you could put in there. And again, because it's got those high sides, it lends itself to other uses beyond just as a butter keeper. Whereas some of the others, the sides are much shorter and you're kind of more limited. I have this little set. Okay, I love these little guys. So this little set of cow salt and pepper shakers, these are vintage. They've got blue spots, a little pink neckerchief on them, and pink horns. And the set is $7. So salt and pepper for sure.
They look the same.
Holes are
Oh,
different.
holes are different.
Yeah. So sometimes with some of the vintage pieces, they get broken, right? So you get people that then put a salt and a salt together and say that it's a set. So sometimes they're not really, especially if they look the same. Then you're pretty much open to doing that. But this one, different holes, they're legit. Okay, this is Country Garden is the pattern of these two mugs. They've got the red banding at the top and they've got the nice soft florals. These are Pioneer Woman and $12 for these, but I saw like a single mug going for 25. I don't know what makes them worth 25.
All charges that eBay does.
Well, yeah, but you know, so I have to assume then that they are a discontinued pattern, and maybe that's why. But $12 for two, so much better.
Carissa Flora says hi.
Carissa, hi. Which is she on Facebook or YouTube?
YouTube.
Hi, Carissa. Thanks for tuning in. Nice to have you
A lot of
joining me.
hearts too.
Sorry.
A lot of hearts.
Okay, thanks. I like the hearts. This is a Mexican hand painted wine cooler. It's redware pottery. It's nice because it's got the glazed bottom. I wouldn't use it as a vase because this ridge is unglazed. And so you're gonna, if you had like water for a vase that's sitting there for day after day after day, I think that you would get sweating out of that rim. But I think that this is perfect as a wine cooler because the clay definitely keeps things colder. Great little utensil holder, or, again, anything taller, certainly dry flowers or fake flowers would be perfect in this. $14. And it's in great shape.
Carissa says, my mom loves Pioneer Woman.
Yeah, Pioneer Woman is really, really popular, and especially really big in the States for sure. But again, with some of the discontinued patterns, I'm just looking. I'm still covered in black paint. Jeez. Okay, that's just a sign of the times. I'm always covered in some kind of paint.
She says it's really pretty.
Yeah, she's got a lot of really, really pretty designs with a lot of her china and things. So very popular. Okay. I keep forgetting that I have this over here. I have this navy blue coated wire tote. It's got two dividers, so two sides here and then a large area. This is for $9 with a solid wood handle. These are great for the summer months because you can easily, like if you've got a pool, you can have all of your sunscreens in there. And when it rains, because the wire is coated, it's not going to rust out. And because it's got all of the holes, right? None of the water gets caught in there or anything. And so you can just leave those kinds of items out. But it's also great when you're having barbecues and things because you can fit your condiments in there. You can move them around, haul them around from table to table if you need to, but just even out from the kitchen to the backyard works great.
Carissa says, I have a YouTube channel too.
Oh, terrific, Carissa. Drop in what it is. If anybody's watching, they want to go check it out, I'm more than happy for them to do that. This is a handmade pottery dish. This is kind of like a really nice size. So this is stamped with a dragonfly and signed Angela on the bottom. It's $11. I love the earthenware outside bisque, and then it's glazed on the inside with these soft muted florals and the handles. This for me is like if you're doing a big wheel of brie, you've got lots of room. If you're doing a sauce with it as you're heating it up, you've got lots of room for people to be able to maneuver in with a cracker or some bread if they're dipping it in. So this would work fine in an oven or a microwave, and that's $11. This You know, me and my Italian pottery. This is Italian. This is a distressed red trivet. I have some jugs and things in this identical kind of red glaze from Italy as well. So $8 for this trivet. It does have a hanging hole if you wanted to be able to hang it in the kitchen to use it as an accent piece when it's not in use as a trivet.
Carissa says, it's really cute. I love kawaii things. I'm not sure what kawaii is.
I don't know.
YouTube.
Yeah, I don't have comments.
Oh, don't you?
No, I'm not seeing any of the comments popping up, so I can't.
Oh, YouTube is here.
Either one. They're not popping up on either location, so I can't help you out on that. All right, so last up, artwork for today. I found this original piece. Now it's double matted. It's got a professional frame on it, but it is watercolor, so really soft watercolor overlaid with all kinds of fibers. So this is really a watercolor and fiber art painting. And I love the soft tones of it. The matting just picks it up perfectly. It's for $22 in the shop, and it is signed by Kay Sullivan, the artist. So it is a signed original piece of art, and it's lovely. The mixed media of it is really particularly nice.
Carissa explains that kawaii means cute in Spanish.
Ah, okay. Well,
And
see?
she's asking, what is your favorite color? Hers is baby blue.
Okay. I lean toward the blue tones for sure. I love like the slate blues and the duck egg blues. There's a color in the DIY paint, the clay-based paint that I carry called Bohemian Blue. And it's a really deep, rich teal. And that's probably one of my favorite colors, period, in any of the paint lines that I've ever used. I love that color. I've used it in the shop here. It's the color predominantly used on my desk, my big door desk as people walk into the shop. So I've used that one predominantly on that. It's gorgeous. And I love the versatility of it, the tones of the greens that come out when it's mixed with yellows and just lightening it with the whites, all excellent colors. So I tend to lean toward blues, and I tend to lean toward the colors that give me a lot of depth and versatility more than anything else.
Ooh, it sounds really pretty.
It is really pretty. You check it out. Check it out. DIY. So Debbie's Design Diary, clay-based paint, Bohemian Blue. Really, really nice. That's it for me tonight. Tomorrow's video, Friday's video, I didn't mention, is another dump find from my sister. So I'm not going to spoil it by showing you or telling you what it is. Check it out. It was a lot of fun and was a totally unusual piece for me to be refinishing. It was the first one for me of its kind. So I'm loving the summer months when her dump is open and she starts finding me a lot of really cool stuff. We get to stay there for a week during the summer, and I'll be going to the dump every day.
Should be staying at the dump every
I'll
day.
be staying at the dump. Sometimes I end up going twice a day because it's really good dump. And then people up there are throwing away really good stuff, and it gets me very excited and makes me very happy. And I could be, you could think I'm nuts, but that's okay because nothing. My husband thinks I'm crazy, but I love taking those old things and turning them into usable decor, and rescuing them before they ever hit the landfill is awesome. So check out Fridays. It's a new dump find video, and I know there's some of your guys' favorites too. Thanks as always for tuning in. Like, share, do all the good stuff that helps me keep coming at you, whether on YouTube videos, you're here on Facebook, either one. I'm happy with either. Looking forward to seeing you next week, guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Take care.